Who is Robert F. Kennedy Sr. in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination?
We haven't heard from this person yet. As important as RFK Sr.'s calming words were, was the absence of inflammatory words. Everyone went to their corners to again continue the culture wars as a result of this. The president.
You're saying in modern day, everyone has gone to their corners.
The president said his murder was the direct responsibility of left-wing rhetoric. Now, it is very dangerous and scientifically preposterous in many cases to ascribe as causation of a particular individual's act some prompting from the social atmosphere. Granted, there's far too much hysteria, existential threats. People, so-and-so is an enemy of the people.
So-and-so is a Gestapo, so-and-so is Hitler. But to be fair, and I think this is where so many in the right are coming from, is that they were told for so long, the right in America has been told, that any type of political violence, any type of things that make people uncomfortable is their fault. Their rhetoric is the problem. And when one of their own people gets shot and killed, it only seems fair that it is looked upon the same way at the other side.
Yeah, it's fair if what you want is to continue and under sort of rules of fairness, this mutual assured destruction of both sides. Obviously, conservatives did not shoot the Republican baseball team when it was practicing a few years ago, nearly killing Congressman Scalise. Obviously, it was not a MAGA person who came armed with the clear intent to assassinate Justice Brett Kavanaugh. So there's enough of this going on both sides. You have to stop this cycle of recrimination and accusation.
You need a Bobby Kennedy. You need an RFK Sr.
And you need someone to stand up and say, look, there are patterns here. What we see often are disturbed young men who do these things.
Fair enough. I think about, you say about the language that has come, and we want to make it clear in light of this, I don't think it has brought out the best in either side. Take a listen.
Let's have an honest conversation about the origins of this political violence and why it has risen so dramatically since Donald Trump's first term.
Some of the American left are undoubtedly well-meaning people, but their ideology is pure evil.
I hope these far-right podcasters come to their senses and recognize that this is not war.
When the left can no longer debate it, they can't deny the truth. The only way they can silence those voices is through violence.
Okay, so it's not going to come, I don't think, from members of the United States Congress, at least so far. The question is this: are we as divided as we were in 1968? In
some ways more so. Partly and ironically because no one can quite say what we're fighting about. In the 1850s, Leland, we were fighting about whether one set of human beings could own another set of human beings. That's big stuff. In 1968, we were fighting over racial divisions in our cities and a ground war of attrition on the mainland of Asia with a conscript army for no end in sight. Now, those are big deals. What are we fighting about now?
Well, let me tell you, for conservatives, they view a few things. One, they view that the traditional conservative way of life is under threat, that they are told that if they want to have a normal family, they're a racist, bigoted transphobe. They are told that they are not able to practice their religion in the way they would like. They're told in many ways that their traditional values and their capitalistic system in America is no longer considered American, and they're fascists if they want to have it.
That's true, and from the right comes the rhetoric that people who say that are not good Americans. We started dividing people into the good and the bad
So you
Americans.
said what we're fighting about. Aren't we fighting about what it means to be an American right now?
Right, but we're not. Again, it's not like slavery and war. It's pronouns and men in women's sports and things like that. Not trivial issues at all, I'm not saying that, but not war and not slavery.
Let me back up a little bit, and I think we go back to the 2020 election, where it was this idea of equity, right? It's whether America is a meritocracy or whether America is a systemically racist country, and therefore anyone who has done well in life must have done it because they're a racist. That seems like, again, I think, are we not trivializing a little bit what people feel like they're fighting against?
That's fair enough.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.